Well, hello there, and welcome to another rainy day here in May. Yeah, we're going to finish a few things off in this month, including applying some more herbicide here on this front field. We're going to look at two things. One, the weather. You can see here, the weather is going to get better, so that will allow us to harvest our crop. But if we come in here, we can see on this front field, yeah, we've got some weed problems. Now, technically, we've got massive weed problems back here, but that field is ready to harvest, so be it. We've made that bed and we're gonna sleep in it. So, but here, ooh, okay, maybe not. Let's see here. Come along. Yeah, we I don't know if it really makes a difference whether you lower something or not, but did I do this last time too? Because those weeds don't seem to be going away. Hmm. Yeah, that does not seem to be changing a lick of thing. So I think we're going to have to wait for next month. As we nearly hit our fence. So, yeah, that's Poosville. I didn't think I did this last time. Yeah. Yeah, I am struggling with the weeds. So I don't know if you got any tips. Should I be? How many times am I supposed to do this? Do I need a different weeder? I thought the herbicides would, be a kill-all, but apparently not. So we got one more month of that. Let's get this fella pre-positioned. Not prepositioned, just pre-positioned. Oh, I don't think I've done the grass yet. So maybe that's something we can do. No, I don't think I have harvested that. Planted the grass, I should say. Yeah, this area. Let's see. Yeah, it's nothing. So let's make sure we are on the right thing. I believe that's grass. We are grass. Oop. That's some terrible driving. What the? What did I hit there? I am Stuckville. Okay, what if I rate? Oh, bouncy bounce. Yeah, I had this problem last time. All right, let's see. I don't know what's going on there. It's like that just caved right in. So let's see if we can fix this. Let's come into our construction. There we go. A little landscaping. We want to be at the same height as this. And we don't want it as that. I don't think that worked, boys and girls. And we completely missed the spot as well. It was right in front of our tractor. So we're going to have to come in, I think, do a little... Oh, you know what? We don't have to. We have the ability to fix that. Let's go. We can do this. Now, that's the one nice thing about no man's land. If we come into painting, we can now just paint cultivated field. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but, that will hopefully fix. Oh, and we got some underneath the tractor. Wow. No, not that. This. There we go. And just like that, spring is here. Let's see, does that sink again? Need to lower. And we're on. Okay. I don't know. That was weird. Somebody put a lift kit on the back of my seeder, so that was not cool of them. So yeah, to remind everybody, this is going to be our patch of grass for now that we're going to use for when we need a little extra hay, silage, or just pure grass, as opposed to a big, large field. I think at some point in the future, I will do a nice size, easygoing field of grass just to make it easier on the workers. And as well, our farmyard is going to have to expand as well. So we'll have to figure out what makes the most sense. What is nice is the nice weather is here, which is going to allow us to harvest our crop over yonder without any penalty. So let's hurry up and get this done so we can get onto harvesting. Well, that did not take too long at all. Would have been a little quicker. Didn't have to worry about going around some rock piles, but that is part of the challenge here. Ooh, I got a little teardrop, maybe a little heart. I heart. Survival challenge. Yes. There we go. Okay, we can leave you be for now. Lift you up. Hopefully you don't get bouncy, because we need to get on to harvesting as well as planting a crop. We're going to put soybeans in the large field down. We're going to swap things up here. And then I think the next crop will be something different. Now, I have a plan of a production chains flow in mind, which is different from my Elm Creek series. If those that have followed or have seen Elm Creek, I did start off with the canola and getting the oil plant. But I think we will do, definitely do things a tad differently, just from an order and sequence. For now, we can do this. Come along. Get this going. Won't take too long, but yeah, we've got weeds galore in this field. But it's fine. Ooh. See how fast that filled up the hopper? That little bit took 10%. So we can get ourselves around the headland-ish. Definitely have a funny shaped field here for sure. Maybe one of the things I could do in the future to make this a tad easier. So you see that the area to the right of the rock where we do have the sorghum here is, besides the fact we're drifting, I could put some sheds or maybe a greenhouse or something along there. Maybe that would be a good spot for some stuff too, just to make it easier on any worker that I hire. They're gonna have a problem, Mr. Rock there, but that is, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. You know, actually, it could be a horrendous idea, but it may not be a bad one. Maybe a horrendous one though. Okay, so that makes sense. That is about, looks like 4 times the length of that little bit. So we're up to, I guess, 3 times. So we're doing good. We do need to pick up those bales. That's some extra cash. We also need to look at, one is the optimal time to sell things. Now, the thing I need to also wrap my head around as we wrap ourselves around here, I am traditionally not good at selling things below peak price. But I do want to buy some more farmland. We do need to expand. We can't just keep doing these small little fields. So there's a balance between equipment, buying things on sale, and as well selling our products at less than optimal price in order to get cash in the bank to allow us to do things like buy a new field. But I think June is when we've got a good price for our furniture. I'm not loving that little swiggle swaggle, but hey, it is what it is. I did it, so it's fine. So now I'm gonna come up around here. But that is actually nearly 100%. Yeah, one full lap. And we are nearly full, so that's good news. This is going to be a nice profit maker. So let's leave this here for a moment. Come on, give her. Pedal to the metal. Let's pick up our trailer. Just need to figure out which direction. This way. Perfect. Now, we could just bring Mr. Harvester over here, but that's not going to be efficient in the long run. Ooh. I can tell you, this Crone trailer, a little bit of overkill, but man, it was on sale. I just could not resist. Now, I have seen some debate on some other channels, mainly Mr. Daggerwin, that it's not a good deal to buy things on sale. Now, he may be right, but I would suggest if it's not a harvester or maybe a tractor, but such as this trailer, does it really matter? Ooh, you know what matters is not hitting your own trailer. Oh. Come on. That matters. Oh. Let's... Okay, there we go. That was a little rough. Everybody, please ignore that. Now, I can't wait to get a new harvester, though. So, yeah, I think if you're buying a harvester or a tractor, but especially a harvester, that perhaps the maintenance and the wear and tear... Ooh, that's already empty. Yeah, wow. Okay. That was fast. Oh. Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Yeah, that I think in those situations, thank goodness for crop destruction being off, that it would make sense to buy new if you can afford it. But we can't always afford everything that we want. But for now, this little Massey Ferguson is going to be just fine for us. You know, until we can make, probably $500,000 in the bank, which is what a new combine would cost us as a minimum, I think, with a header. So for now, we will enjoy harvesting this field.
Spinning around my head seem pretty cavalier. Little by little you take control. It's a little uncivil how your game's in motion. And I don't even notice that I'm playing your game. Do you leave me a warning thinking I'm the heart has made it pretty clear. Little by little you take control. It's a little uncivil how your game's in motion. And I don't even notice that I'm playing your game.
Well, we are totally crushing this field here. Now, oh, not sure how fun this would be in real life, but, well, it's a nice view. I can get myself personally distracted compared to some of the other harvesters, which, oh, we are full. So speaking of distracted, but thank goodness for crop destruction being off. Okay, let's see if we can nail this. And I don't mean hitting the trailer. That I can do without a second thought. But can we get this over? No. Okay, you know what? Maybe if we do this, will that work now? Yes, we can force it over. There we go. Magical game mechanics, and we're good. So I think what we're going to do, you might have noticed a little bit of wonky driving. In my defense, I was trying to drink some coffee. So, yeah. Mistakes were made. So let's quickly back this baby up. Before we tackle that part of the field again, we're just going to get these guys. Because I'm going to set this off on a worker, I think, here shortly. But let's get this little bit. The pedal to the metal here at a whopping 20 kilometers per hour. Lower, on, there we go. Why is this important? Well, I do want to go and start planting soybeans in this field, and I did not want to lose that crop. So we'll come down here, do a nice little wide wheel here. Maybe I should harvest more often in this view. So, oh, it's probably going to have a hard time down there. Well, we'll see which way the helper goes. I think the other thing we're going to do, get this fella out of the way. Leave it there. Should be plenty of room for that harvest to do things. Now let's check this out. I don't think I have any more bags of seed or fertilizer down here. But we're over 50% in each. No, we're not. Okay. So this is a quick run to the store then. Well, looks like we have a little bit left from last time. Let's see how much this fills up. Well, that's good. That is a little shy, but you know what we can do when we're a little shy? We can just buy another bag of fertilizer. We're going to need it anyways. It's a good investment. What to say, did I actually click buy? Yes, I did. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, it's a good investment because we are going to need it anyways in the future. Don't know if you saw it, but the harvester chose wisely. I was a little worried about the little bit I did not finish off. Ooh, and speaking of finish, that harvester is finished for the moment because there is no more room left in the end. I mean the tank. So, well, I guess that's technically some good timing. So what we can do is we can grab Mr. Harvester here. Yeah, see, that's the little bit I was worried about. So I think what we're going to do is we can finish this off ourselves. I honestly thought it might take a little longer. But no, apparently this guy's a much better driver than I am. All right, same little trick. We'll retract that and put it back. There we go. a little bit of a cheat, but hey, all's fair in Love and Farming Simulator 2022. Okay, so that's going to be a nice hefty load of sorghum. Now, the good news is sorghum is actually nearing its best price. So we're not going to sell it this month, but I have a feeling next month is going to be a really good month. Now, we could hold off until July. July is the best month for sorghum as well as our planks. So the question is, do we speed through the months, or do next month do we sell at a really good price, but just not necessarily peak price? Although sometimes peak price is not the month you think it is. So actually, okay, we'll set you off on a worker. Okay, so we're all set. Well, we're not all set. We've got one very important thing to do, and that is to make sure we are set on soybeans. I believe that is soybeans. That is soybeans. We are good. Do not want to plant the wrong crop. Now, I would love to have a mulcher. Can't really afford one at this point. Now, I could lease one, but we're really looking to save our pennies and our dollars so we can buy another plot of land. So that is going to be important. Now, the other thing, do I decide to do it now or later? I think we'll plant. Okay. We will go for a large soybean field. And then after this harvest, yes, we don't have access to this land. We don't have access to this land yet. Okay, no, but after this harvest, we will decide as to whether or not I do something different there. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, I am not drinking any coffee right now. This is on me. So maybe I need more coffee. I've had too much coffee. But perhaps this might be best to set off on a worker for the moment. Although we're going to have a hard time moving that trailer. But there is a bit more to harvest, little bits. So come around, set you off on a worker for now. Let's see if we can go hunting. I think there is. Yeah, there's a little bit there. But to the left of the rock, actually to the right of the rock, there's a bit as well. So collect that piece. Let's get this piece. Not that I think the worker's going to beat me to this spot, but that would be embarrassing. Oop, what's embarrassing is I mucked up. All right, there we go. Let's try this again. Forward. Harvest. Okay, there we go. That's good. This little bit. And as you can see, there's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit around the rock. We might as well grab it. It is ours. I think in real life we just might leave that little bit, but what do I know? I'm a city slicker, so. And the reason why I say might leave it is because I'm not sure the gas would be worth it. But there we go. All good. Ooh, that helper is just buzzing along pretty darn good, so. Don't think I can move the trailer with this. Not even sure our other tractor, oops, nobody saw that, right? That our other tractor can move this as well. But we do have a fairly good load. A little surprised. Didn't feel like I'd get this much. Okay. Come on, move. Well, then the thing we're going to have to be careful about too is how that worker handles the edge of the field. So I think we're going to try to get things moved around first. That would be good. A couple spots of grass that I missed planting right there. On my way out as well, so I think we can take care of that. But look at the eggs. Excellent. Okay, where's our other tractor? Oop. That's, okay, it's fine. It's fine, folks. So we've got 2 pallets of eggs, and I do believe we have 2 pallets of planks. Okay, but for now, well, let's see if we can get this to the silo. That would be an amazing feat. But even just moving it at all, ooh. Okay, we can do this. I think this is a gentler slope. Oh my goodness. Actually, we don't even really need to go up the slope. We can go down the slope here. Come on. Pick up the speed. Yeah, I don't think we can get up that hill with this tractor, but we can go whee all the way down here. And around this edge of the field, so that's much, much better. Well, ow. Let's go to this big open area here instead, Sargon. Much better. Okay, so, oh, you guys might be hungry. I didn't even think of that. You do have some room for some food. But we have wheat coming, so I think we'll keep the wheat for the chickens. But yeah, while we're here, you can see the soybeans, July, very good price. It's not too bad right now, 12,500 for what we have. It maxes at 14,600. And eggs is going to be a little while. Although not too far off of a bad price, and they're going up, so might be worth to sell. But here's the planks. This is glorious, 65,000. It's peaking at 69,000 at this point. So, ooh, and we've got a bit of money for furniture, although that is going down. So, I am hoping next month we can make some money. Actually, on speaking of, no, we'll do this proper. I don't have a cover, it appears, for this, nor the driving skills necessarily. But we can dump that in right there for safe storage and our hopefully only exterior rusted silos. Yeah, those might need to be replaced one day soon. And this is now a perfect time to take over from Mr. AI Worker as we plow through the, well, it's technically not plowing. Oh, okay. I need to work on my farming puns, so, but I would say fairly productive day. We got our grass field expanded. We harvested our sorghum field. We're now planting soybeans. So we are well positioned, I think, to get some good money. So I think with that, I will just finish planting the soybeans here. But I think we'll say goodbye for now. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.